Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel U.S. Immigration News, where we dive into real stories about immigration, family, and the human side of U.S. policies. Today, we're sharing a tough but important tale. A 49-year-old man from Niger who's lived in the U.S. for years as a green card holder. On March 6, he tried to come home after a trip abroad, but was stopped at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York by Customs and Border Protection, or CBP. His wife shared the details with Newsweek, and it's a story that hits hard on family separation and health crises. Issa had traveled internationally before without any problems. He used a valid I-551 stamp in his passport, which acts as temporary proof of his lawful permanent resident status, while a green card is being processed, replaced, or renewed. This stamp lets holders live, work, and travel in the U.S. just like a full green card. But this time, things went wrong. CBP officers questioned him for 6 long hours about his time away. Then, they told him he couldn't enter the country. Fearing he'd end up in immigration detention, Issa chose to withdraw his application for admission and head back to Niger. Even though his green card had expired, it still counted as proof of his status. On the way out, a CBP officer took the card from him at the airport. His wife, back home, was left in shock. We've been told that Issa is no longer a lawful permanent resident and can't receive travel documentation, she said. That has left me devastated. CBP gave their side to Newsweek too. A spokesperson explained that Issa was denied entry because he was inadmissible. They said an immigration judge ended his permanent resident status back on June 23, 2022, due to fraud and willful misrepresentation. They also mentioned an arrest for assault on a woman in Greensboro, North Carolina, and that he overstayed a tourist visa in 2002. CBP determined he is inadmissible to the U.S. because he was ordered removed and left the country, constituting a self-deportation. The spokesperson added, Baouna was paroled into the country multiple times in 2023 by the Biden administration. The Trump administration is not going to ignore the rule of law, but the family sees it differently. His wife pushed back strongly. My husband is not a criminal, she told Newsweek. There was no conviction, no probation, no finding of guilt, and no record of wrongdoing. The matter you referenced from many years ago in Greensboro, North Carolina, was dismissed and stemmed from a misunderstanding during a domestic disagreement. The pain didn't stop there. Right after getting back to Niger, Issa fell seriously ill. He caught malaria, which led to kidney failure and major liver problems. His wife couldn't stand the distance anymore. On July 19th, she packed up their 2 young children and left the U.S. to join him. Now, the whole family is in Niger, but Issa's health is fading fast. Doctors in Morocco, where they're getting treatment, say his condition is too far gone for long-term care. They can only stabilize him for now. The family wants to bring him back to the U.S., where his full medical records and insurance are set up. Every day that passes feels like a countdown against time, his wife shared. They filed for help multiple times, expedited I-130 and I-131 petitions, humanitarian parole, travel documents. The first request for a fast review got denied, and even if it's looked at again, it could take up to 18 months. We weren't asking for special treatment, just mercy for a husband and father fighting for his life, she said. Issa's story goes back further. He got his green card in 2007 and held it until 2020. His wife says issues started with mistakes by his first lawyer on paperwork that forced him to use I-551 stamps to renew his driver's license and travel. When he applied for citizenship later, it got flagged. He listed children he had in Niger, kids not on his original green card form. At the time, someone else filled out his initial papers, and he never planned to bring the children over. But when applying for naturalization, an advisor suggested adding them in case one day you want to bring them to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services saw the difference as fraud and started proceedings. This video shows how the Trump administration's deportation plans reach beyond undocumented people. They're going after legal residents too, like green card holders and visa holders with past records, even if old or disputed. The Baounas are still fighting for a way to get Issa home for the care he needs. There are days we feel strong and others when we can barely breathe from the weight at all, his wife said. What do you think? Should families in medical emergencies get faster help? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe for more on immigration realities, and share if this moved you. Thanks for watching. Stay informed. Stay kind.